anyone in ISIS has ever walked through a food hall, like in West Auckland Mall, and gone, no, fuck that.
Do you guys have those people that sell paintball in Westfield?
Yes.
You go to Westfield,
Yeah.
And they're usually English people, like, g'day mate, do you want 800 games of paintball for $1? You're like, no, I don't want that. See, my thing is, fundamentally, I disagree with ISIS. And then they're like, oh, we're going to blow up a Westfield, and I'm like,
And what is it? Are they just working their way through everything, you know, like the Western world, Westfield, right? Who knows where Westlife are?
Maybe they're just sitting with the yellow pages, that's how they can
West.
Okay, what's up the West?
here's a good one, Kanye.
It's okay. I think ISIS have caused a lot of issues here. Things, places have got to change their names. In downtown Auckland, there's a hairdresser called ISIS Hair Salon. What's that? Not too much off the top.
Well, just you cut your head off and get the little mirror out.
On the floor.
Oh, I can see my aorta.
Well, the thing I loved is that what they're worried about is, what is it, they're going to send over, like, 16 military trainers. So if we lose them, all that means is, like, 16 less classes at Les Mills on a weekend.
That's right. And also, I think we're sending some builders.
We're not actually sending builders, we're sending the last couple that won the block. How great was John Fido in his speech, eh?
So good.
He sounded like he was a professional wrestler cutting a promo. Yeah. When he was just like, why don't you grow some guts? I'd get on the right side! And then the
Get some guts.
Get some guts.
Yes, what you're lacking is the sort of fucking bravery it takes to send someone else's kids overseas. All right, Team 2, you're up now. What is the story here, please?
Oh, just make sure at the beginning of the shot you get a big close-up of that dog's asshole. Okay, well, we're going to go round and round the mulberry bush.
Okay, sir, just looking at your x-rays now, turns out the reason you're feeling sick is because you've turned into a suitcase.
Hey, we've got the dog at the front, cute beagle with the flappy ears, sniff in the bag. That was your exclusion zone. There's only one thing this can be. This is the war on fruit. Jeremy.
Yes, Di.
The world has run amok. ISIS is happening, and so is the fruit fly. And we have sent a lot of our battle-hardened beagles into battle against the fruit fly.
Yes, you said fruit fly sufficiently to convince me that you know what this is about. Yeah, the invasion continues. A fifth Queensland fruit fly has been found this week in the Auckland suburb of Grey Lynn. And if you live in Grey Lynn, Doc is advising residents, if you want to locate the fly, just walk out into your garden, shout, Aussie, 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 and listen to
And if a fruit fly wants to survive in Grey Lynn, it's going to have to change itself to the quinoa fly.
Well, how are they finding it?
Because it was actually on the news, and this woman phoned, she goes, I phoned the council, and they showed up like hours late, but John Campbell was there going, show us your fly.
Actually, he's really worried that this fly is going to be a major problem. But what they've done is they've contacted this lady, this old lady, and she says what we've got to do is we've got to send a spider to catch the fly. Then we're going to have to send a bird to catch the spider. Then we'll have to send a cat to catch the bird, and then we'll have to send Gareth Morgan to kill the cat.
Well, yeah, the fruit fly's bad, but if you ever had a fly fruit, they're really bad, you know?
Oh, terrible.
You zip it up, look down, there's 2 purple grapes.
Most annoying ones when you're a bit pissed the bloody button fly, eh? Trying to do that, you end up going back to your table at the restaurant with your bloody snuffleupagus hanging out.
And it's called a snuffleupagus because no one's ever seen it.
No, because it's got a massive trunk and it's mates with heaps of big birds.
Good round of What's the Story. Team 1, you can have the minimum wage as of April 1st, $14.75.
Wow.
And Team 2, you can have the pay rise for MPs announced by the Remuneration Authority yesterday. $8,000 for backbenchers. I think JK gets an extra $23,400. He hasn't won it. Why would he? So Team 2 wins. Well done. $23,400. We're on the minimum wage, so it's time for us to take a break. On 7 days, we'll be back with history. It is 7 days still. Time now for history, the game where our panellists have to guess who was involved in an important event in New Zealand's past. Let's take a look at a snippet of our cinematic history.
What's the time, Mr. Wu? What's the time? What's the time, Mr. Wu? What's the time? King the children would run and laugh as they collected all the fish they had left for them. What's the good story, kids? Well, I liked it. No, it's dumb. What's a tiny fly? It's a creature that looks after people. Hey! Don't play that shit, bro! We're something we all know!
If you can't cast your eyes over to our guest panel tonight. One of those four is New Zealand history's famous son, Joseph Kairau, who played Jake and Beth Hickett's youngest son in the film Once Were Warriors. He is up there. We also have a computer student, a stage builder, and a fiberglass laminator. Team one.
What I'll say first off, guys, is nice selection of clips from Once Were Warriors. That was a lot more sort of singy and happy than I remember.
It's funny actually that the one Air New Zealand safety video they haven't made is the Once Were Warriors version.
Yes.
If there's an emergency, Jake the Muss will throw you the fuck off the plane.
And then when the flight finishes, you just hear him go, "You'll be back."
If your uncle comes, assume the crash position.
I would say number 2, I think, is too young.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's an Edge presenter.
Yeah, he's about 12.
He looks like he's got that kind of sort of early onset madness that working with fiberglass gives him.
Yeah, it'll be him. It's definitely not number 3 because he's one of Solomeo. Which leaves 1 and 4. I think 4 looks a little bit too kind of, I don't know, sort of old. Sorry, I know you're not old, but 1 looks like basically the grown-up version of the kid. I reckon it's 1. Team 1 going for number 1.
Team one going for number one, locking number 1. Right, team 2, you're up.
Oh, well, here we go. Well, number 3, I'm thinking fiberglass, because fiberglass, I mean, I always had trouble because it's heavy and he looks like a big unit. He can lift a lot of fiberglass. Number 2 is IT student.
Yeah.
And number 1's just a player, just a ballin' player. I'm knocking down the swagger at number 4.
I reckon they.
Yeah,
There we go. We're putting it down to swagger, Jeremy. Team 2 is locking in 4.
Team 2's locking in 4. Team 2, you think it's number 1.
Yes,
Can I ask Joseph Kairau, who played the youngest kid in Once Were Warriors 23 years ago, to step forward? Joseph, thank you very much for coming on 7 Days, buddy. What have you been doing since 1992?
I'm knocking a bunch of titties on some cows.
Hang on.
Let's get it close to your mouth, mate. It's not a dick.
Is it working?
I tried that with my wife.
Can we test it?
This is a dick. Yeah, it's not a dick. Totally a dick. Totally a dick.
There she goes. Is that salt?
How long was filming? How long did you film for? Do you remember?
Oh, I think it was for like a year and a half.
And they didn't have anyone protecting kids' rights to work, did they, back then?
No. So did you get all that time off school?
No, I had an online teacher, or like a teacher who came on the set with me and stuff like that, but I didn't really pay attention.
What was the, do you sort of remember being recognised when you were like 6 when the movie came out? Did you,
I was a superstar in school, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, shit.
what sort of benefit?
Like, 12-year-old chicks asking for my number and stuff.
Oh, you're like, welcome to Cougar Town.
How did you get cast?
Cheeky little Māori boy with a big smile, really. Didn't even know what I was doing, just walked in and made myself at home and didn't leave.
And the other family was in the movie as well?
Yep, my old man's the one who does that whole don't play this shit, bro. Play something we all know.
Oh, cool.
And that famous scene of the 2 fellas doing the whole... Yeah, that's both my dad's brothers. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Was anyone in the film that wasn't in your family?
No.
And so what do you...
If you got to choose between being in Star Wars, the prequels, or Once Were Warriors, which one will you take? Star Wars. That was an easy answer, question and answer.
What was the pay like? Did you get the money directly?
No, my old man got it. I got a bike and a Nintendo. So, yeah, there
You
you
got a
go.
bike and a Nintendo?
Yeah, I got a bike and a
For a year and a
Nintendo. I was told it was in the bank till I was 18, so whatever.
Star Once Were Warriors, Joseph Kairau, thank you for coming on 7 Days. Let's run through our others. Can we get our stage builder to step forward, please? Oh, correctly identified. Can we get our computer student to step forward, please? Yes. Which means that you must work with fiberglass, sir. Thank you very much. Well, you chose number 1, you chose number 4, but you got closer with the rest of the occupations. I'm going to give it to team 2. Well done, team 2. Take a bit of a break on 7 Days. We will be back with answers. Having a great Friday. Time for answers now. I provide the answer. The team comes up with a question to match. Team 1.
Yes.
Here's your first answer. What's the question, please? Fences and toilets.
Oh, what can outsmart a drunk person?
What's the name of the highest selling magazine on the South Island?
What are 2 things that come in a 12-pack at Mitre 10 mega? How do they say the idiom swings and roundabouts in Hamilton? Life's like that. Fences and toilets.
Yeah.
1 minute you've got barbed wire in the balls, the next minute you're pooping.
The real question there, what were destroyed after the New Zealand rowing champs? Yeah, out-of-control athletes and supporters forced a bar to close and police had to shut down a party of 200. And that was in Twizel last weekend. The thing is, they weren't all that bad, but statistically, 1 out of 5 of them were being cocks.
A rowing fight is full on because they punch with both hands, don't they?
Yeah.
Elbow those guys. Pick out 4 at once. Bam, boom.
You know, the barman said it was all going well when they were still on the singles sculling, but then it was
At a barman fight too, those little guys in the corner going, punch me again, and punch me again, and wait, and punch me again, and punch me again. They're going out to the DJ going, we said we like to fucking boogie, mate. This is not boogie.
They tried to defend themselves. They were like, no, we weren't drunk. We were just merrily.
Tito, your turn now, and what is the question for this answer? 1985 to 1992.
Oh, when was Corbett down to fuck?
What? How many cooking shows are on TV at any one given time?
Where is Levin?
Is it a -7?
Yes. Correct.
What does a fax machine refer to as the glory years?
Oh my god, I weirdly got our family signed up to fax pornography.
Wait a minute.
Weirdly, did that become like a Pavlov sort of relationship every time you heard, you just get like a big bone?
It wasn't big.
I just feel sorry for the dude at the other end who's just gently feeding his dick into a fax machine.
I'll give you the real question. When was MacGyver a hit series? Yes, in those years. And Lee Zlotoff, the creator, is running a competition to create a new show inspired by MacGyver with one significant stipulation. The main character must be a woman.
Whoa.
So we've got the female MacGyver, and as you may already know, they already announced female Ghostbusters. I've just heard there's going to be a male Sex in the City, which will just be called Sex in the Butt.
There'll definitely be a scenario. She'll be like in a building and she'll break out using like a toothpick and some chewing gum, and she'll scale down a thing, and then she'll like hotwire a Jeep, and then she'll drive out and she's on her way, and then she'll get a flat tire and she's like, oh fuck.
No, I reckon it'll fail because she'll have all the tools with her, but she won't be able to find it in her bag.
Team one, back to you. What is the question for this answer from the last 7 days, please? Blanket.
Kiwi kids feel safe with a what, whereas American kids have a Glock 9mm.
Is it
Well, there's an
possibly...
issue, you know, the kids bringing their blankets to school, you know, they have to check them now. Check them. And when you go to clubs and stuff, you have to check your blanket at the door these days.
There you go, so a blanket detector.
Yep.
Yeah. I know, well, recently we've had quite a few sort of mass school coverings, haven't
And
we?
we, yeah.
What turns a regular fart into a Dutch oven?
What is every Halloween costume in Huntley?
Is it, what is the second most commonly used word in the Dr. Seuss book, The Boy Who Liked to Wank It? He liked to wank it. He liked to wank it in a blanket. And then he would thank it.
Spank it and
Boy,
spank
he
it.
liked it. Thank it. I do not like it in the bum. I do not like it with a thumb.
The question there in New Zealand, gym will provide their members a what? Yes, Auckland Gym has introduced a purpose-built power nap room, complete with electric massage chair, blanket, eye mask and pillow. And to help you get to sleep, the gym suggests picturing yourself lifting sheep.
Now you just call your bed your home gym. You just lie in bed there like... Oh man, I am exhausted from all this gym stuff I've been doing.
No, because there are these guys in the changing room, right, who vigorously dry their nether regions.
Oh.
When you go, just put it away and let it dry by itself, mate. Like, what are you doing? You're trying to rub it off your body.
Not all of us have a self-drying snuffleupagus, right?
I just put mine in the Dyson Airblade.
Well, a good round of answers. Enjoyed that. Team one, you know the value of this year's Oscar swag bag that most of the main nominees got $220,000 New Zealand dollars, including $5,000 worth of liposuction and a $329 sex toy.
The Italian sailor.
The Italian. Team two, you can have the time it would take for the new super clocks that Japan has developed to lose 1 second. They reckon it'll take 16 billion years. Pretty good score. Team two wins. All right, I'm old and tired. Time for us to take a break. We will be back with Caption That. We're out team for captions to photos taken in the last week. Team 1.
Yeah.
What's the caption here?
Okay,
Oh,
then.
nobody has the heart to tell the deaf girl the bell rang ages ago.
It's a, oh, there's never a queue for a swinging